What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy ReeL at the Real Hip Hop Show, where hip hop is everything and everything is hip hop. Look, man, I got my. I would say homeboy, but that's no, I can't say. That's too much of an understatement. I got my brother. Like this is like no serious. Like this is really my brother because his mom is my mom. You understand? Like y'all don't understand what I mean when I say that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they don't understand. They don't know what that means. Like you gotta be from that to know that, right?
Right.
So I got my little. I wouldn't say little big bro because he's taller than me. But I think the whole crew always been taller than me. But that's cool. I got my brother, aka my producer. Shit, aka a MC on the low. Yeah, he don't like.
I do it a little bit.
He don't like to take that accolade, but I give it to him.
I do.
I still give it to him. Papo.
What's good? What's
Papo,
good? I'm ready to talk to the people.
Man, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. You know, this is an honor right now, man. You doing the show? Like, what?
Come on.
This is an honor right now. I'm glad to be here.
It's only right to have you with me, though. You know what I mean? Like, we, like think about it, G. Like, we really, as far as this music shit go, right? We talking just hip-hop. And not just making the music, but as far as this music shit go, bro, like, we really been down with this shit together for
A long time.
Bro, yeah.
I mean, you know, I always tell people the story about the Radio Shack.
Oh,
right?
my God. Not the Radio Shack, White.
We talking about the Radio Shack, right? Where, like, we couldn't even hear what we was doing, and we was still recording.
And it was one take. Remember that?
Yeah, you know.
It wasn't no punching in. It was
no punching.
No such thing. No such thing as punch-ins. You had to like, okay, Papo would hit record, right? No, before he would hit record. You ready? Yeah. He would hit record, and you gotta go from there. If you fuck up, we literally had to start
the whole thing over.
All the way.
Had to get it. Yeah, you pretty much had to get it because it was different with the way that the technology was.
Right.
Trying to do it differently. Like you really had to get that shit.
No, it was a different time.
Nah.
But I'm not gonna lie, like you are one of the main ones that showed me to do it yourself. Like for real, like a lot of niggas, you know how a lot of niggas like do for self. You know what I mean? And you know I studied knowledge yourself, but that's you know what I mean. But this is before then. But you was one of the first ones, and I gotta say this because I ain't gonna front. This my man. Shout out to J Mar. But you and J Mar,
Yeah, shout out to J Mar.
real facts. Y'all was the main ones. Like, nah, we gonna do this shit ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna record this shit ourselves. We gonna make our own fucking beats. We gonna do all that shit. Peanut, cut that down just a little tad, son. You good though. You still live with it. But shout out to my son Peanut, man. That's my boy.
Yeah.
I mean that's my boy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Gotta really keep it.
You already know, man. But no, like we like it was really on some like, yo, no, if we gonna do music, if we gonna deal into music, we gonna do this shit our way.
All day. All day.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you this, cause we gonna talk about a lot of shit. But so, what made you say, okay, nah, let's do it ourselves?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. What really made me get to that point was so many people telling me how I had to do it. You know, okay, I'm using Fruity Loops to make beats. Oh, that ain't professional.
Yeah, I
oh,
remember.
that ain't this, that, and the third. Y'all going to home studios? Oh, home studios is unprofessional. Y'all,
back then, it was,
this,
they didn't even believe
y'all
that was
corny.
real back then.
Yeah, like y'all corny. Y'all ain't going to no real studio. Y'all shit ain't. It was the negative that really fueled me into turning it into a positive.
Right.
Like, you tell me that I can't do it on my own. I'm more determined to do it on my own.
To do it even more, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's what it was for me, man.
But
so many people telling me that
couldn't do it.
We couldn't do it
Because it won't right. This wasn't right. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. You was one of them ones that was like, yo, Jay, look, fuck what they talking about. Let's do it.
Yep.
We gonna do it. And matter of fact, we from Kinston, North Carolina. Shout out to the
K-Town.
You know what I'm talking about?
You already know.
Shout out my down the hill niggas. Oh, the hill, what up? But at that time, Papo, Cause see, I talk about this shit a lot. So a lot of niggas think I think they think I be, how they say, capping.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean they think I be capping. Cause
yeah, that's a new word.
yeah, you feel me? Cause like when you say it by yourself, they be like, okay, Jay say that all the time. But I got somebody here with me that can show and prove on what I've been saying for years, right? We got the Henny going. We got some motherfucking Heineken.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good up in here.
Oh, yeah. You fucking right. This ain't drink champs, but goddamn it, we drinking right champs.
But yeah, we good up in here.
So, okay, like I was saying, right? So you tell me, nah, because I used to come and like, yeah, I'm just saying, Cal, we doing our thing, but we got to find a studio. But again, like, living in Kinston, North Carolina, we had no outlets. So when you was like, okay, fuck that, we gonna figure this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna do this shit. I'm gonna be honest, man. I want to ask you this shit. How the fuck did you even, I don't even know what I'm looking for, muster up the courage to be like, nah, Jay, we going. Even when your homies was down, because I was down.
Yeah.
Jay Moore was down. But we was like, damn, can we really do it without going to a big studio and all that shit?
That answer may actually be a little easier than it seems.
Okay.
It really was. I remember one time we were trying to get some recorded. We had some kind of computer or technical difficulty, and it was like, man, we gotta, go to another studio. We gotta, what I'm saying is, I mean, we had to get to a point to where, you know what? Forget going to another studio.
Right.
Like,
right.
If we gonna take that money, let's say it costs $50 an hour to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? You know you gonna
especially back
you gonna need at least 2 hours. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna need at least 2 hours in the studio.
Y'all also got a part of me. I'll let the music pause for a minute, but it's back. Fuck it. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
So it's like it got to a point to where we really was like, okay, economically, we ain't got a lot of money. It's gonna cost this to go maybe be able to do one song. Okay, at that time, the mics that we wanted to get was maybe $350.
That was a lot of money back then.
Which was a lot of money now.
Back then, that was a lot of money.
That was a lot of money. I'm not even, but it's just like, we were like, okay, instead of taking this 100 for this one day for a couple of hours, let's wait a month. You save up $175, I save up $175. Right. And let's go ahead and buy this mic. It really was just, to be honest with you, it really was an economical thing when we first started out. Like, I'm not saying we were just these pioneers from the beginning, like we just said.
But we were.
We didn't realize we were. But
no, you're right.
We weren't just saying from the beginning, we're going to do it on our own.
True.
It was,
I don't think we had a
start
choice.
To happen. Yeah, it's
I don't think we had a choice, though. Like, again, not to cut you off, right?
Nah, go ahead.
I just feel like what choice did we really have? Like, when you think about it, we from Kinston, right? If there was a studio in Greenville, it cost too much. We was broke. We couldn't go to Raleigh. That was definitely too much. Greensboro, Charlotte, definitely too much. And again, like you said, they wanted to charge me $50 for a song?
Right. A lot of them then was even doing $50 an hour.
True.
Because they knew they were so rare. Like, in that time, the home studio wasn't as prevalent as it is now. So it's like, somebody knew, it's just like when you got the work and you got that special product, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it's like, all right, I know I can charge this because ain't nobody else got what I got, so in that time, people were definitely taking advantage because they're like, okay, you need a studio, you need it bad.
So you ain't got no choice.
You ain't got a whole lot of options.
You ain't got no choice.
I can charge $50 an hour, even though they hadn't even had any kind of training to be able to charge $50 an hour.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, like, for instance, let's get into this too, right?
Okay.
Because when it came down to hip hop, we've always, I'm going to say me. I've always listened to the rapper. Mm-hmm. What the rapper was saying. The lyrics, right? Mm-hmm. But you, for some reason, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, but you always listen to the composition.
Mm-hmm.
Is that word?
Yeah.
Composition?
Yeah.
Composition, right? Yeah, okay.
Composition.
Composition, that's the word. I said composition.
Look, they know we off these.
Hey man, the hand dog
right.
is in, dog.
Yeah, they know.
But again, so you always listen to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what made you say? Because I remember we had a conversation back in the days. You was like, if anything, I would be a producer, not a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you say you wanted to produce? Because we wanted to rap.
Because I think, all right, I answer that honestly. I think at the time where everybody wanted to be the rapper because that was the person that was in the limelight. That was the person that you saw. You saw Jay-Z. You saw the rappers
On
you know what I
TV
mean?
and in the magazines and all that.
And I will say this about Diddy. You know, like I think he was the first one that
All
kinda
in the
as
videos.
an executive that you recognized, but he wasn't a rapper. You know what I mean? So I think for us, a lot of us, it was like, man, I don't really want the limelight like that. Like I know I got a talent. I know I got something to bring to people. I know I got something that's real, but I don't necessarily want the limelight. I don't want people all in my business. I don't want all the flashy.
Right.
I don't want all that.
Right.
But I want to do this music shit. Like I want to do this, and I know I can do this, but I don't want that. So I think for somebody like me, it was more so like, man, look, I'm a team player.
Right.
If I'm the producer that produced the hottest album that sold this, that, and the third and got all this critical acclaim, that's just as much as a win for me as being in the limelight. You know,
True.
So for me, and that's nothing against rappers. Like a rapper has the personality that they have. They're in that position for a reason. You know, like they trying to be the hottest MC for a reason. True. But for me, it was just more so like I didn't want that limelight, so I felt like my strengths were in other places. You know, I felt like I'm more of
Understandable though.
I'm more of the RZA type. I'm more
Right.
like
Pete Rock.
Like I hear it. I can tell you I might not be able to sit here and freestyle the hottest verse to you, but I can tell when you freestyle.
And you can also tell the
if it's
production
hot.
and the sample
Oh, you already
and
know
all that shit.
You already
So
know that.
okay, so as far as that goes, I know like because producers are different than rappers.
Absolutely.
I don't care what nobody say, they are.
Absolutely.
Right? I think y'all hear the music
Differently.
a lot different.
Yes.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree with that.
So as far as that goes, production wise, who were some of your big influences that made you say, I'd rather be a producer? Like who was influential to Pop Up?
Number one would definitely be Timbaland.
Facts.
I think that as a production style or the way that I've tried to conduct myself as a producer, I feel like he's the epitome of what I wanted to do as far as create a whole different sound.
Okay.
Like, I used to love back in the day with not just Timbaland, but say a DJ Premier, say
Primo's my favorite producer, other than you, but I'm just saying.
Other than
I'm just
Kanye
saying.
West, or certain producers, you know, you hear a song, you like, that's a Primo beat.
Right.
That's
That sound.
a Neptune's
That
beat.
sound.
You
Okay.
know, like I feel like Timbaland was the first producer for me that made me like when I heard that track, I was like, oh, that's Timbo right there.
So you wanted when people heard you, they heard Papa.
Yes, I wanted my own
I can get that.
unique sound, yo. Like he didn't try to do anything that anybody else was doing. It's like this is what I'm doing,
Right.
and it's gonna catch on because other people are gonna realize too. Like, okay, yeah, it's different. It's hot. This is hot though.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I would definitely put him as being at the top of the list. You know, as far as influence. You know?
And what's crazy about that to me is, back in the day, right? Timbaland one of your big influences, is from the South. A lot of niggas back then that we talking about back in the day. So I know a lot of you youngsters, plus a lot of youngsters don't like to listen to shit. But my point is, back then having a producer that influenced you, that was also from the South, that worked with a lot of Northerners, if you will.
A lot of them, yeah, a lot of them.
When he first came out, right?
A lot of them, definitely.
So, did that give you inspiration too? Like, and he from VA? Because we from North Carolina.
Absolutely. The South definitely played a big role in that, even though at the time, the game was so LA and New York dominated.
At the time.
That a lot of southern states and cities didn't have a true identity.
I'm going to say this. Being from Kinston, who is the most sampled artist in hip-hop history? I just want to ask you, see if you know. If you don't, I'm going to say.
I'm going to guess. I don't know for sure, right, but I'm going to guess and say James Brown.
It is James Brown. Bang, 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 bang. Now, with that being said,
because you got to think breaks, like it wasn't just the melodies and stuff like that. Like he had breaks that were sampled by many artists. I mean,
so with James Brown being the most, and this is, y'all love numbers. Number wise, he is, and these are facts, not opinions, because we speak and we deal with facts and not feelings. Now, my point is, James Brown is the most sampled artist in hip hop history.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We from Kinston, North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little knowledge out there for y'all. Everybody talks about what's my man name from the K?
From the Tafathol.
No, that produced for James Brown.
The Maceo Parker.
Maceo Parker. Shout out to Maceo Parker. But you do know that not just Maceo was in part of that band, right?
Right.
James Brown had at least, I'm gonna say at least 3 members, because he had a Maceo brother was part of the band.
Yes.
People don't talk about that.
Yes.
So when you say James Brown is not you, these are facts again. James Brown is the most sampled artist in hip hop history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maceo Parker, his brother, and I want to say at least 2 other band members.
Yeah.
Was from Kinston. So you know what that means? The most sampled music in hip hop history
came from the South.
Came not just from the South,
but
from Kinston.
From Kinston specifically. You're right, brother.
I don't even
Let's
think
give
we
our
understand
city that props.
I don't even think we understand
that props. And I will be honest, I didn't realize how deep it was in Kinston and from where we from. You know, even in my own family, you know.
Right. Speak on it.
My great grandfather, Zach Green.
Rest in peace.
Right. Was asked by James Brown to go play in his band and go to LA and all these.
So what happened with that?
My great granddad said that he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to leave his family.
Okay.
For him at that time.
I mean, we talking about it's a different time. It's a different time.
At that time, it was much more important to him to raise his family than it was to make a lot of money and not be around his family.
And also, let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. Back then, money in music won't shit.
Exactly.
So it was kind of like, you want me to do what? Leave my family and make some coins when I could just stay here with my family and still make, technically coins.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And we talking, back
just saying
how they tour, and they still tour like this now, which is why I feel for a lot of these artists. We talking, you gonna have to be in LA or on the West Coast for 4 months at a time. 4 months. He didn't want to take that type of time out to neglect his family. So
which makes sense though.
Yeah.
Especially during that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I gotta ask you this, man. I'm gonna get into this. I don't give a fuck. So, Jay-Z, he said, could nobody fuck with him in a verse. Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
So, he didn't call out no names.
Right.
So, everybody else put Wayne in it. Wayne didn't say this. People did it.
Wayne did not
Okay,
say a
I'm
word.
just making sure I'm not tripping right here. Because I know I'm not.
But I'll say this before you finish.
Go ahead.
People also didn't say anything about Wayne when he said he was the greatest rapper alive. Nobody called him out for that either.
Nobody called T.I. out either.
Thank you. Another
For
good
saying
example.
he was the greatest.
Nobody called him out.
T.I. said he was the king of the South on his first album.
So
I'm just saying.
I just want to put perspective on, yes, Jay-Z said that. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, so since people put Wayne in the conversation, if there was a versus battle, I'm asking if, which we know it's not gonna happen.
It ain't.
But if there was a versus battle with Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, who you taking, man?
With Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I gotta be honest with this one.
Speak it. Say it.
I feel like no. I'll say it. I feel like Wayne would give him a great amount of competition.
He'd give him a run for his money.
He would give him a run for his money.
I believe that.
I believe that. Just off of paper, just off of...
Because you can't pick with like 20 tracks?
20 tracks, like just off of paper, I'm going to have to go with Jay, but I will say that again. I do feel like Wayne could give him a serious run for his money, though.
Okay. I got to play devil's advocate here. I think we're talking 20 songs. Versus battles are about hits.
About hits?
Okay. I'm just, again, make sure I'm not tripping.
Let's give some facts with that. Wayne has twice the amount of hits as Jay-Z.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
I'm talking Lil Wayne songs. Not
sure.
no features.
I'm sure.
Not no mixtape.
I'm telling you. I'm sure. He has...
I think I'm going to have to kick Papa.
Twice as many as...
That's a lot.
So does Drake, but we're going to leave Drake out. We're going to leave
Drake
Drake out
of
of
this.
We're not talking about Drake. We're not talking about Drake. We're going to leave Drake out of this.
Yeah, Drake, yeah.
But as far as hits go, Wayne does have twice as many.
You say twice.
But this is the thing with Jay-Z. All right? We talked about this before, off the mic. But this is the thing. Jay has more of the street animals that I would say that in my eyes. Like, he has more songs that weren't necessarily hits that if he played, everybody's gonna know the words to.
Knowing the words don't make it a hit.
It doesn't, but when you're performing, think about how they've been doing these verses. That's what everybody's talking about now as far as...
So you telling me...
They're doing more of a performance now with the verses.
Okay, that's fact. Because they elevate. So you telling me Lollipop is better than a whole hit? Lollipop? Because that's considered a Wayne hit.
Okay, all right. If we gonna go with
20 tracks, we talking.
All right, nah, we talking
ain't
20
the verses about hits. I'm asking.
All right, we talking about
sure.
hits. We talking about 20 songs. We saying what could Lollipop go against?
Okay,
right? So it's gonna matter what it's being compared to, right? All right.
Yeah.
Lollipop. Yeah. Let's be everybody in America out there. Y'all would agree. Lollipop was for the ladies. Okay, right?
Fact.
All right. So we gonna go to Jay's songs
for
about the ladies.
All right.
Specifically. All right. So if we talking that, let me just throw some out there. Give it to me.
Okay.
Sunshine.
Okay, we say. Matter of fact, we're gonna say "Give It to Me" then.
Okay. Okay.
Give It to Me versus Lollipop.
Okay. Give It to Me versus Lollipop. I'm taking Lollipop. I'm gonna be real.
What?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm taking Lollipop.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really like either song.
Me either.
No, these are facts. I don't like either
yes,
song.
we are picking. So,
But
I would say the same thing.
If we
I
had
don't
to-
really
if-
like either song.
if
but
we had to pick, I'm sorry.
I would pick Lollipop in that instance.
I gotta pick Give It To Me, bro. I hated Lollipop. I could deal with Give It To Me. I hated Lollipop. It be like that. I hated that fucking song.
Okay.
This is me personally now. Not
Alright.
just the
So
people.
since we in the realm of talking about songs for the women, right?
Okay.
All right, let's keep same subject.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how would you put She Will by Lil Wayne
Right.
up against Excuse Me Miss by Jay-Z?
I like She Will.
Okay. I do too.
I do. I'm saying,
I love that song.
I'm
I
just
love
gonna be honest. I like She
I
Will.
like She Will. I do too.
But excuse me, Miss.
Excuse Me Miss is hard though.
And that's like
Excuse Me Miss was hard.
that's like
That was
super grown, bro.
That was super.
You got
grown.
those
Yo,
Scooby-Doos,
Yeah,
though.
that was super grown. I love both tracks. That's why I wanted to kind of give something where it would be.
No,
little,
it makes sense. It makes
yeah,
sense.
You know.
It makes sense. I'm not taking nothing away from it. I think that again, y'all, like the music is going in and out. That's only because we just having such good conversation.
Yeah.
That I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna play it and it's gonna come. It's gonna go. I don't give a fuck. And it's still gonna be uploaded.
Yeah.
But
because I'm enjoying it.
yeah, you know what I mean. But I like that Wayne song. I do. I'm not gonna lie. But excuse me, Miss. I don't know, bro. That,
I would give
flavor,
Excuse Me Miss in that comparison.
the flavor of that track was like.
I would give Excuse Me Miss
Wow.
the dub of that. Even though I love both songs, I would give it.
It was just grown man.
But I would give Lollipop the advantage of Give It. But that's just me. That's
that is definitely different. Because I'm just saying, like,
that's just me.
I don't
but
know,
I mean, you
like-
know what I'm saying? But
again, like I said, I didn't like either one of them, Give It To Me or Lollipop. But if I had to tolerate one, I would tolerate Give It To Me.
hey, that's fair enough.
Okay, so let's go next then.
Okay.
And matter of fact, I feel like personally, you can't put Mr. Carter in.
No, because they did it together.
They did it together.
I understand if they were to do that in the verses for performance purpose.
Yeah, like
I
going
get
in
it.
joint at the end. Of
I
the song.
get it. But
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. We're not gonna use anything like that. You know, that they-
So, what can Wayne put against girls? And then we're gonna get into the hard shit.
Okay.
Girls. And we are also talking about the original track, not the damn.
Not the remix.
Not
I didn't like the
remix.
remix. Oh my
That shit
God,
was
I didn't
trash.
like the remix.
You know, Ghostface. Actually, Kanye made that beat for Ghostface. The girls.
Wow. Okay, that's new to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know he. Okay, I didn't know that.
I don't know what
All right.
happened with it, but some kind of way Ghostface.
All right.
used it. But go
I
ahead.
got one for you. How to Love.
Okay, now hit wise. Ooh, that's kind of tough. But girls. See,
I know I like both. I personally
I hate it. How to love.
I like that he.
I mean, we
was-
drinking, but I think that nigga was drunk.
Here's the thing, you know, because I think that Jay gets a lot of credit for this, where some artists don't. He tried something new, you know, like
Which made a new sound that's out now. Am I lying?
yes,
Okay.
that's what he at the
Just saying.
time. It may have been different from
Hey,
things
Boogie.
that was out.
Go ahead and keep speaking,
but
G.
a lot of I'm
Look,
telling you.
Peanut, one of y'all, hear me. Get that bottle right there. Oh no, speak on it, man. We talking for real.
Nah, yeah, like How to Love
Give me two
was,
of them.
you know, like
Hated that song, bro. I mean, to each his own. I'm not taking nothing away from
I get
the
it.
song,
I get it.
but
I get it. Nah, and
I
that's
listen
the
to
thing.
Lollipop before I listen to How to Love. Personally.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, because okay, that's the thing with verses though. All right, right.
Okay.
because all right, how we set the tracks up, they could play Lollipop against Girls. Now, granted, you might pick Girls, but I'm just bringing up that point of it does matter too what gets played against.
Against what? Right?
Against what? You know what I mean?
So let's go hardcore tracks.
All right,
like hardcore, spitting, lyrical, if you will.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a track, and I want you to say. Oh shit! I just had it. Put my phone out. Hold on.
Nah, yeah.
No, because
we
like
gotta do this legit now.
Yo, we have to. We
we
we have to. Thank you, baby. Shout it out.
Yes, sir.
But no, because I want to make sure I'm saying the right track, because I don't want to be wrong here, right? Okay, let's say Jay-Z played Dead President, Part 2. You know Part 2. Because that's the one that was on Reasonable Doubt, right? I know it's different eras. That's another thing that's got people fucked up. But, okay, if Jay-Z played Dead President, right? What Dwayne played the magic?
Ooh.
Misunderstood?
Misunderstood.
I don't know if that matches.
I don't know. I don't know if that matches. I'm not, and that's okay.
No,
because I'm gonna be honest. Like that's where not only Jay-Z. I'm gonna throw this artist in here, even though we aren't talking about him right now.
Hand me that bit right there, G. I'm listening.
That's where Busta Rhymes, even though he's been begging for an opponent, would have a problem too. It's because he's got so much music
that next, but go ahead.
In the 90s to where it's like you can't really. These new school artists, like, they ain't gonna have.
So what you're saying is Hov can't pick 90s tracks?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
I will admit that anybody going against him would have to have something
from
in
the
that
90s
era,
okay,
to kind of match.
But it
that's hard, bro. Like I can't. There are a few Jay-Z songs in that era that I can name, and it's like, bro, what hard to go against that.
I don't care what nobody says. I'm gonna say this. I'm about to drop a super ball. I don't give a fuck. What Wayne song is bigger? They're Hard Not Life. Can't hear you. It's kind of quiet over.
Damn. Okay.
Because if Jay-Z does a versus battle, if he don't play Hard Not Life, I would delete all my Jay-Z.
He has to play Hard Not Life.
That's what I'm saying. So what the fuck could go against that track? We just talked about Hard Not Life earlier too, but that's like another subject. But
all right, can I put this out? Can Pablo put this out here for the people?
Please.
I really didn't like Hard Not Life.
I'm going to have to ask Papa to leave the studio. Respectfully. For real?
Nah, look, like,
tell me why you. Okay, before we go into what can go against it, why didn't you like that song? Because I understand that people don't like everything. So why didn't you like that song?
I think it was the Annie sample for me. Like,
you're a big sampler.
I know, and that's why.
I thought you would love that because you're a big sampler.
No, that's why it's so crazy that I did not like that track. But
you didn't like the way it was sampled, or
I felt like, I'm gonna be honest. At that time, I felt like it was gimmicky. I did.
It was in 98 though.
I felt like it was gimmicky.
It was.
And
we're talking 98 now.
And now let me say this with that track for all the Jay-Z fans, and I'm one myself. I'm not talking the verses that he spit on the song, because when you listen to what he says on the song, it was dope.
Okay.
But it's just the feel of, you know how you were saying about producers.
Right.
Like, it's that feel of the whole track. I just felt like it was gimmicky at the time. And I'll give you another example just from Jay-Z. He did the other Annie sample. He did the Anything joint.
Anything.
I thought
but that came from Hard Not Life though. Hard Not Life blew so big, it was like, yo, we
I
gonna
get
do
it.
another
That's why
one.
I'm like, you know,
Even though anything didn't blow at all.
Yeah, it didn't have the same effect as Hard Knock Life. So that makes you think though, why did Hard Knock Life blow?
Because it was different. At the time. We're talking 98.
It was different.
Remember,
at the time.
We was in the era. So we're talking 98, right? So at that time, it's a hard knock. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. At that time, it was like, we never heard that before.
Yeah.
It was gimmicky.
Yeah.
Not going to front.
Yeah.
Because after that.
It was rare, though. It wasn't like he did something that anybody else had done.
He actually started a trend.
I'll give him that.
Because when Kanye came out afterwards, signed to Hove,
he started making those beats where Jay-Z said, let the beat talk to him.
I mean, I'm just saying.
They started that whole style where it's
Matter of fact, let the beat talk to him. When Wayne made that joint. This is how you let the beat build. Bitch.
Okay, yeah.
Now shit.
We know who he got it from, though. Like, I mean,
that's facts.
We know who he got it from, though.
But you cannot tell me that track went hard.
It was. And one of the hardest on that album.
That Misunderstood joint? Come on.
So when you ask the question specifically, I will say that it is certain tracks that Jay-Z can play from the 90s, specifically with Reasonable Doubt, specifically with Volume 2.
In my lifetime.
It's things that he can play that
how can you touch that, though?
If you want in that era, it ain't.
How can you really touch that?
It's nothing that you can really
That's all
put up
I'm saying.
that.
I'm not saying that Wayne is whack, because you remember, and I'm going to say this, because a lot of people don't know this about me, because they think I'm just talking shit. Papo, you remember, I had From the Block is the Block is Hot.
The Block is Hot.
The
yes,
CD.
You did.
Remember that?
You did.
Because I was a Wayne fan from the beginning.
You
am I lying or am I flying?
You did. You definitely had that Wayne album.
Okay, yeah. I was just making sure.
And you were on him from the beginning.
I was on Wayne from the beginning.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
You know why? Because me and Wayne are the same age. And I was like, yo, I like this nigga, but I wanted to fight Wayne. Because I felt like, yo, we the same age, we the same size, nigga, I could beat your ass. But that's when I was a youngin'. But anyway, but my point is, I was on Wayne super early.
Oh, Jay from Oakland, by the way. No, I'm just playing. If y'all didn't know that he from Oakland, you know what I'm saying?
Swear to God, this nigga
by way of Kinston, but he from Oakland. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, he has been saying that shit to me forever. Like, yo, I think you from Oakland or some shit. Oh my God,
that nigga got that Marshawn Lynch talk down.
Hey, you know,
you know, cuz.
But no, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm just saying, like, yo, like, we really do this hip hop shit, and we love this hip hop shit.
Yeah.
Right? So, who could go against Busta?
Now, I saw this today.
I'm asking.
I saw this today, and I know America saw it too on social media.
Speak on it.
Now, it was mighty funny to me when you asked the first question about who could battle with Jay-Z, that most of the names that I was seeing, even though people were going crazy talking about fucking Kodak Black and a whole bunch of other people, but I did see two of the names that I said were Lil Wayne
against Busta. Now we talking about Busta,
and Busta Rhymes could go against Jay-Z.
Okay.
So it's funny to me today that I saw, and I don't know how authentic this is. Y'all let me know on Facebook. Y'all let me know.
Right.
That the next verses in February is gonna be Lil Wayne versus Busta.
Get the fuck out of here!
I saw that today. That's why I'm like,
is that official?
I don't know if that's official or not.
I don't
put
it
out there. I don't know if that's
I hope
official
not.
or not.
I hope not.
But it was funny to me that the two contestants that I said maybe best would fit Jay-Z, they're putting in a versus together. So what I'm saying with that is now you kind of minimize the competition that you would put in a versus for Jay-Z.
Okay. Now, no.
That is what I saw today was Busta Rhymes versus Lil Wayne.
I don't believe it's real. But, okay. But let's just go to this then. Like I said, who could go against Busta?
And I would say again, that's not a good matchup.
Talking about Wayne and Busta, right?
Yes, that's
I don't
not a good matchup for the same reason we just said about Jay. Busta's gonna be able to pull up woo-ha,
bro.
Everything remains raw.
Busta can pull up.
He's gonna be able to pull
Lord
up.
of the fucking
Leaders of the new school.
Leaders of the new school.
Tribe Called Quest. He worked with them. Like he's gonna be able to
Rawr, like a Dungeons, right?
He's gonna be able to pull up stuff.
Bro,
from
like
the
what verse
90s
can
that-
anybody go against that?
Right, that you
Fuck
can't
outta
even put stuff up against that.
I think that's why they was trying to put Busta against Missy. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
I didn't say it. I want Missy, and this would be the same
No
way,
female
but
can
I
fuck
would-
with Missy.
Yes, I would feel the same way about certain people that people will bring up. Beyonce.
Against
Alicia-
Missy?
No. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I would want Missy to go against women. And that's not. I
What
don't mean to
woman
say-
can really go up
I don't
against
mean
Missy,
to,
though?
I don't mean to sound sexist with that. I'm just saying.
No, I
like,
get it. I
would
get
want-
it. Like, I completely get it.
I would want somebody the same way these dudes are competing. Like, yo, we gonna do this versus to show who's the hottest. I would want that competition to be that way with her with a woman.
But who the fuck could go against
Nobody,
Missy, bro?
Nobody.
Female.
But
Matter of fact, I don't even think men could go against her, G.
nobody. But
Can't no female fuck with Missy.
no female is fucking with Missy.
You can't name one.
Especially when you take into account that she can use stuff she's done herself. She can use stuff she's produced. And she can use stuff that she's written.
That's true.
Nobody is going up against Missy. Nobody.
Nah.
You want to tell me? You want me to tell you who I think could go up against Missy, and it wouldn't even be a woman.
Who?
But the only person, R. Kelly. And I don't want to see that just because of.
See, R. Kelly's fan base is super biased.
I know, but just because of the trifecta, you know, like.
Okay.
He has songs that he's done himself. He's had songs that he's produced. He's had songs that he's written for other people. That's why I didn't like the Kanye Drake thing. Because I'm like, at the end of the day,
I mean, Drake got too many Kanye hits.
And Kanye can use songs that he wasn't on, but that he could produce.
Same way with Jay-Z.
You see what I'm? Yeah, like it's like that's not really
It's not right.
You got to use people that are kind of equal in what they do.
And plus,
you know what I'm saying?
if you put Kanye against anybody, it has to be another producer. Even though, in my opinion, Kanye will like wash him, but
absolutely, all of them.
Exactly.
Because of the rap, though.
That's what I'm. No,
Because of the rap.
no. That's facts. No, that is facts. But again, production.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah. It's the same. It's the same principle. Same principle.
Yeah, I just don't see that.
It's the same.
So you can't. I don't think you should put Kanye against any rapper. But if you put him against production,
all right. So let me go.
You can't put him against what's the nigga from Neptunes? For
real?
real? No, he'll watch that nigga.
Okay, look. All right. So speaking to Jay's question, Jay asked about who could go up against Busta, right?
Yeah.
All right. My honest answer with that would be LL.
LL?
LL.
But when Busta was popping, LL was not there. And when LL was popping,
Yes, he
Busta was
was.
there.
Yes, he was.
You think so?
You gotta
All
think.
right, okay, hold on.
LL was still present in the 90s.
Hey
he
Lover,
was.
Hey Lover, Lounging. What's the other? The sex joint.
Doing
Doing
it. LL was still there now.
Pink cookies in a plastic bag.
He was still there. Mama said knock you
Mama
out.
said knock you out.
I mean, like, he was still there in the 90s. Now, after that, we ain't gonna say, okay.
No, that's true.
Up until the album, the GOAT album that LL Cool J
Which
made.
is the reason, let's drop a little hip-hop note here, which is the reason why people call people the GOAT. It's because of LL.
Yes.
He did drop an album called The GOAT, greatest of all time.
He did.
That's where the GOAT terminology comes from, people, for those that don't know. But go ahead.
He did. So, I mean, in the 90s, he had hits.
Talk your
bruh.
shit, man.
He had hits.
I gotta hit this heat and take me a piss.
I
Go ahead, talk your shit.
really gotta say, here's the thing with Busta in the early 90s. Let's say like his real lyrical shit, right?
Oh, Busta or
Busta.
Okay.
Right? I think that you could put some of that harder music from LL against Busta.
Some of the harder. Like what?
Okay,
Bad?
like
Of course, you like a jelly bean.
I guess.
Yo, I don't know, man. LL fucked me up, man. My mom used to love LL, man. Rest in peace to my mom. But I'm just saying, like, okay, you said hard.
Okay,
Go ahead.
What I mean is,
Say what
okay,
you gotta say, 'cause I gotta hear this.
what I say is, depending on the track list, he
Always.
got enough hits from all time, the 80s, the 90s. I'll
See, that's
even
the
give
same,
him the 2000s.
But that's the same thing with Wayne and Jay. Okay, so if LL got hits from the 80s, Busta don't got no hits from the 80s.
Right, which is why I was
Wayne don't got
kind
no
of putting
hits from
those
the
hits
90s.
from the 80s up against Busta's early 90s hits. Even though they're a little different in style and they're a little, like, that would be what he would have to do. Because now when you're talking in the 90s, in the same period that they were putting out music, you're gonna have to put out things that they were doing in that time period. Yeah. So
I just don't.
LL got some hits that could hang. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody can fuck with Busta, man.
I'm with you on that, but I would say this. I will say this, America.
Say it.
Busta is the only person that I think that could hang with Jay. And it's a sleeper matchup.
But you know what?
Because
you know what?
It's a sleeper matchup, but
Okay.
I'm telling you, Busta is the only one who has enough of a catalog from all decades to kind of
to match his
match him. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I get that because
he's the only one.
Like put your hands where my eyes can see. Jay-Z was out then. You know what I mean? That was what, 96?
Yeah.
That was in my lifetime. In my lifetime, Volume 1.
Doubt. That was when Jay-Z came out.
No, that was Reasonable Doubt. Not in my lifetime. In my lifetime came out 97.
97. Yeah. Volume 2 came out 98. Yeah.
Volume 2 came out 98. Yeah. Again, we deal with facts, not feelings. Damn.
When you really, I'm telling you, dog, think about it. When you really think about it,
but now that you mention it, it's kind of like
the only catalog that can kind of where he can pull some. If Jay pulls some out from the 90s, he can pull some out from the 90s. If Jay pulls some out from the 2000s, he can pull some out from the 2000s. The 10s, he can pull some out from the 10s. You know, like he's the only one that can kind of. Like kind of match him. Yeah, like, okay, you pull this out, I'm gonna pull this out.
Okay.
You know, he's the only person I feel like could give him, and you know he's been looking for that competition. He's been asking.
Who Busta?
Who can match him.
That's what everybody was
telling you. Them two, Jay-Z and Busta. I'm telling you, that would be, I'm trying to tell you.
No, it sounds great.
Yes.
I think it'd be a good battle.
Yes, that would be a great battle.
It's your boy Jay ReeL at the Real Hip Hop Show, man. Well, hip hop is everything and everything is hip hop. We can talk about this shit for like
all
hours.
day.
You know what I mean?
All day.
Like,
we can go all day.
Like for real. Like y'all don't understand how deeply rooted we are into hip hop.
All day.
And
we can go all day.
And the opinions are respected. That's what motherfuckers don't do. You know what I mean? Like the opinions are respected. I don't take nothing away from Popo. Popo don't take nothing away from me, right? No. And I ain't gonna lie, I love to agree to disagree.
This is what hip hop is all about.
Because it's subjective.
Yeah,
it's subjective, bro.
That's what you know. What
like,
I'm gonna
really
say this, bro. I hate you, younger school and older school artists that sit there and act like nobody can critique your art in a bad way, or they can say anything bad
they just
about
want
your art
because they so soft. They just want everybody to like.
Yeah, like. Bro, we not talking about you as a person, but if you dropped this album and we thought it was whack, it was whack,
bro.
Like, it don't mean that we saying fuck you as a person or we don't like. That doesn't mean that. But what you do, like, it's the same way with a doctor. When you go and be like, such and such is the best doctor in town, that's because of what they do. It's because of what their profession is. Like, y'all young cats, y'all gotta stop with that shit. Like, nothing that we say about your product or your
it's not
art
saying that it's
is
trash.
saying that we're saying something personal about you. You know, like, That's
So
the thing.
you saying,
it's all subjective, bro. That's
see,
why
that's
I love
whole,
it too. I
that's,
love that everybody don't have the same opinion.
But
as
see,
me.
that's a whole. I think that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother discussion. Because again,
this is what this real hip hop show is
saying?
about. This is what we
see what I'm
get
saying?
into. You know,
because it's so real that the real hip hop show is so real that like it could go so many different ways over here, right? Because again, we always talked about this. Music is subjective, right?
yes.
So it's like, okay, you say Nas, you say Jay-Z, you say Tupac, you say Biggie, right? But it's like, okay, well, it's all depends on who you fuck with.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But that don't mean that the other one is trash. I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of trash.
People are biased to who they like.
No, that's fact.
Period.
But I ain't gonna lie, certain
They-
shit, I'll be like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, we all do that. We all do that. That's what I'm saying. We all
like
do
certain
that.
shit.
We all do that.
Like when Kodak called out Jay-Z, get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Kodak, you gonna be giving that nigga 15% of your catalog.
Yeah, that's what he said, right? Stupid ass boy. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You gonna be giving that nigga
that's not even gonna
15%
happen.
of your catalog.
Yeah, like, you might as well just give it to him, to be honest.
Yes, that's easy money for him, bro. Like, don't even put yourself in the same fucking category as that nigga.
Cap.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight cap. That's straight cap. That's straight cap. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But, again, music is subjective. But you know what's crazy? You probably got a little motherfucker right now talking about, yo, Kodak can fuck with him.
Is that, you know what, bro? I'm gonna just say this. That's what makes me mad, like more mad than anything else. It's not these dudes who get in the studio and they have confidence, because we all as artists have confidence. Like,
right,
ain't nobody better than me. I'm the hottest. You should have that confidence. And let me
Right.
say that to everybody out there. You should
Facts.
have that confidence. But it's the dudes that get in there and they know that Jay-Z's stuff is hotter than yours, but they get in there and hype you up like, yo, yeah, bro, you can take
And they believe that shit.
and that's where I have the problem is a real friend, a real person that means good in your life is gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like, they not gonna sit in there and tell you, oh yeah, bro, like, yo, your shit hot enough to go against Jay-Z.
Yeah,
No,
they
that's
wild.
where the friends, the people that really care about him and that really care about
that's too
him
much.
need to step in there. Like,
That's too much,
bro.
Like, yo,
right,
you wildin'.
You wildin', bro. Like, that's
You wildin'.
That's,
It don't matter about where you from.
you might can get Lil Uzi, but yeah, like Jay-Z, that's not your
Lil Uzi is my oldest son's favorite rapper. Swear to God. Shout out my son Malik. But that's his favorite rapper.
Nah, and I mean, and that's why I'm like, I'm not knocking none of these young kids.
No,
I'm
it's not
knocking
that.
none of
It's
them.
not
Yeah,
that.
I know. Yeah, like, I ain't knocking none of them. But it's just like I really do feel like when they start disrespecting legends, when they start,
matter of fact, see, we got so many things we could talk about, man, that we're going to have to do other episodes. J-Real and Papo, like, for real. But that's what gets me, though. How can you disrespect the legends? We came up in the era, we just talked about this earlier, even though we didn't grow up on Rakim, because we was born in the 80s. Right? So we don't know about Rakim, but we don't disrespect them. See, these youngins now be like, man, fuck that old shit. But we don't do that. You remember when
that's exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah. You remember when what's that nigga name? Lil Yachty disrespected the old school. But he had to come back and apologize. When they tried to put on a Primo beat, he was like, I ain't rapping on that old shit. And then niggas got on him. And he was like, yo, my bad, because that's not right.
To bring that full circle, what you just said, you also remember when Nas said hip-hop was dead, and Nas had to kind of concede a little bit. He had to come back.
I think it was dead at the time.
Okay.
I'm just saying, at the time, I think it was.
I think that we gotta be careful here because of what we're talking about.
Okay.
You know, I think because of the era that we grew up in, a lot of us felt that way. But listen to me.
Okay.
When that shit came out, J. Cole wasn't out. Kendrick Lamar wasn't out.
No, that's fact.
You see, like, so I don't think that, and I think that's why he ended up taking the stance that he did. Like, damn, you know, that's how I felt at the time.
But it was that at the time.
And that's why I'm like,
I think so.
I think he conceded on that because it's like, I think he realized that
Okay, maybe
it's
he
not
jumped
that
the gun.
hip hop is dead. It's just that the hip hop in the way that we know it is
At
dead.
the time, yeah.
Is dead.
But see, that's why I don't feel like he was wrong. Because, bro, when Hip Hop is Dead came out, that's when it was in my white tee, in my black tee, in my red tee, Spider-Man that hoe, Superman that hoe, Batman. Like, what the fuck is this? Not taking nothing from the South, but what the fuck was that?
It was
Trash.
It was trash. It was what
Trash.
was being
It was
and
trash.
what still is being allowed, you know, in hip hop. They, in many ways, like we talk about how we're pioneers in this shit, bro. Like, you got to realize that in that time, hip hop was new. Hip hop was it wasn't the universal music. It wasn't the universal language, so to say. You know, like as far as you see commercials, advertising, all kind of shit using hip hop music now. It wasn't that. It was new. So they were being told like they got to do more of what they wanted to do because nobody believed in it. They were like, oh, y'all gonna spit that little conscious for the people, you for your people and all that.
No doubt.
That ain't gonna sell. Ain't no white people
No.
buy that. That was the mentality then, was like, white people ain't gonna buy this. They ain't gonna like this because they were the majority. They buy the most records, whatever. Right. We're just speaking facts here. Like Jay said, we speaking facts.
No. That's no doubt. But, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to my homie Popo for stopping through. Like, bro, we could go on. And matter of fact, I'm going to bring you back.
We going to bring it back.
I'm going to bring you back, bro. Like, when I say bring you back, like, I'm going to bring you back. Because we ain't finished.
Nah.
And we got so much more to talk about. Like,
we going to give them lessons, bro. We're going to teach them about this shit,
We got
bro.
too much to talk about. Like,
yeah, we're going to teach them about this shit.
Again, like, the music was in and out, but I don't give a fuck because, like, the discussion got so, like, and deep. It's like, yo, keep the music playing. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Anyway, man, it's your boy ReeL at the Real Hip Hop Show, where hip hop is everything and everything is hip hop. Shout out to my homie Popo.
What's good?
For coming through. Oh, he coming back.
You already know.
He coming back.
You already know.
You know what I mean? It's your boy, man. Peace.